Hey YouTube and Reddit, so we're going to do another Exploring YouTube channel, and this is for J.J. He's a Canadian. He does a lot of videos, mostly around Canada. I think you'd consider him like conservative. I don't know about like far right. He doesn't have that bad of ideals, or not that far right people necessarily have bad ideals, but he's definitely not left wing. And yeah, he makes content, mostly stuff I don't care for, but it is still like entertaining. Like, I disagree with his political stance, I should say. Oh, we got an ad.
What's with your toenail?
Look at that toenail.
I'm not sure.
This video was brought to you by Loony Politics. So when I was a kid, there was no such thing as global warming. Well, I mean, I guess there was, but it wasn't the thing that we were taught to care about when we talked about the environment. No, when I was in school, what they were really pushing was recycling, which was really presented as the one big idea that was going to save the world. I can remember this one video that my second grade teacher made us watch in particular. It was called Recycle Rex. It was about some colorful dinosaur friends, and they wanted to play in the park, but they couldn't because it was full of garbage. And after being guilted into realizing that the garbage was their own fault, they took all of their trash to this magical factory and learned about the miracle of recycling. With recycling, you just stuff your trash into a machine and it turns into something brand new. Amazing. As a kid, this was very much my dominant understanding of
I think we're just going to get the part where he disagrees. Oh yeah, he doesn't like Quebecers and they don't like him. Let's watch this one. I don't really remember this one. I watched it though, apparently.
So, as I am sure you know, there was a lot of right-wing outrage recently over this new ad from the Gillette Corporation, and on some level, I guess I get it. It's like, fine, yes, a lot of people don't like the idea of corporations lecturing them on this or that, even if the opinion they're expressing is just something incredibly mild, like men shouldn't be jerks. But I must say, overall, I found the debate just really tiresome, and kind of a symptom of just how limited a lot of our modern debate on men's issues is. Basically, our conversation about what's wrong with men has become way too much about women. Progressive-minded people spend a lot of time talking about how men should behave around women, and then you got the more conservative-minded people who spend a lot of time complaining about, like, women feminizing men and this sort of thing. And that's important enough.
That's actually a pretty valid point, in my opinion. Well, let's check out one more thing. This is the kind of content he makes anyways.
This is Julia.
Not this, this is an ad.
She banks the way she streams. Without limits.
Without limits.
Because with the CIB...
Banks without limits. Oh, I paused it.
Hello everyone, my name is JJ, and today we are going to talk about Canadian premiers. Okay, so the big Canadian political news story last week was Doug Ford getting elected Premier of Ontario. It was a widely expected win, all things considered, and marked the first major inroad of this sort of Trump-style right-wing populism into Canada. As I have noted in some of my previous videos about the man, Doug Ford is this very unvarnished sort of character who is really prone to speaking bluntly and like speaking from the gut, which makes him quite a contrast with the other sorts of men who usually wind up as premiers of Canadian provinces. And just who are these other men who have wound up running Canada's provinces? I get a lot of requests to make a video on this topic, so...
Yeah, so that's it. He's a little more dry than some of the other stuff, but I enjoy watching a lot of it, despite me disagreeing with most of his political opinions. Anyways, if you guys are interested, you should go check him out.